New knife day. Yeah. There is one reason why your photos suck. Oh, there's chocolates. Look at that. One reason why your photos suck. That's because you spend your money on shit that isn't the most expensive camera gear, because we all know that you need the most expensive camera gear in the world to be able to take good photos. See, need a knife to be able to open the new knife. What have we got here? Nice leather pouch. Nice little knife. Look at that. The Vox Baby Core. What a little beauty. That's real nice. Oh, damn. Lovely stuff. Let's get on with the video. So, on a serious note, you don't actually need the best camera gear in the world to be able to take good photos. Trust me. I still use, on the odd occasion, I still use this, which is a Canon 30D. Not sure when it was made. It was like 2006 maybe. Might have even been earlier than that. But 7 megapixels, not the best sensor in the world, but I can still get a good photo out of it because I know what I'm doing. So one thing I get asked all the time on social media is, hey dude, why do my photos suck? Or why do my photos not look like this person's? Or why do they not look like this person's? Why am I not getting the results that I want to get through my photography? So what I've done is I've thought up 5 quick reasons why your photos might suck, or why you might not be getting the results that you're hoping for out of your photography. So stick around, don't get too offended, because I'm going to be real, going to be very real, because that's the way I am. We're going to talk about ways that you can stop being so sucky at photography. So the first thing I thought of when I was thinking up these reasons is probably quite an obvious one if you know me, and that is that your photos aren't bad photos. They might be good photos, they're probably just boring. And what I mean by that is you're probably literally just taking the same fucking photos as everyone else on Instagram or whatever other social media app that you're posting on. Because that seems to be a thing. Everyone just takes photos of the exact same thing all the time. And you just scroll through Instagram and it's the same 6 photos over and over again. So recently, I have probably unfollowed about 500 people purely for the reason that I'm just bored of seeing the same shit while I'm scrolling through my social media. And it really doesn't make anyone's work stand out, which is probably why you don't think you're getting the results that you want, because your work is just blending in with everyone else's. So it might be good, it's just boring. Prime example of this is I went to a UK shooters event in London with a few mates last week, and it was an awesome event. Loads of Bentleys, loads of models, free pizza, so obviously I was going to go, because free pizza, who wouldn't go? And arguably, yes, everyone was there for the same reason, to take photos of the Bentleys and the models, but everyone was just doing the exact same photos, and I've been scrolling through Instagram since the event, and I just keep seeing the same photos over and over again. There was nothing new. The only thing that I've seen that was a bit different was from my friend Dan, who's always in my videos. Got the exact same photos as everyone else, but he completely changed the colour of the car. So it did look a little bit different, and it made it more interesting, and it made it stand out. And I think I'm the only person from the entire event that found this corner in the warehouse we were shooting in that had like vintage Harleys and loads of other motorbike gear. And I was just taking photos of that the entire time, because that kind of fits me a lot more than Bentleys and models. So I was just like drawn to the Harley corner. I was just taking photos there all night, and I haven't seen anyone else post any photos of the motorbikes from the entire event. It was literally just me, as far as I know anyway. So try to make your photos different so that they stand out, and then you might see a better result in your images, because they will look different to everyone else's, and then you'll be like, yes, I'm doing it right. So the second reason why photos might suck is that you have no clear focus point in the image. This doesn't mean that your photo's out of focus. It could be completely focused, like the sharpest focus ever, but it means that you don't have a specific point in the image to focus your eyes on, which makes the photo quite distracting in a way and a lot more boring. So picture this, right? You're at the beach, beautiful day, beautiful blue sky, beautiful calm sea. You're just shooting straight out to the sea, straight to the edge of the flat earth. And it all looks really good because all the colours are perfect on this day, so what can go wrong? But then you look at this photo and it's just a plain photo of basically nothing, just an empty landscape. So you don't really have anything to look at. So what you could do from there is maybe wait for a boat to come past, and then you can focus on this boat, which will then give a focus point in the image and something to draw yours and your viewer's eye to, adding a bit more interest and a little bit more story to this image, making it a better photo. Either that, or maybe wait for sunset, wait for the sun to set down the back of the flat earth, focus on that, gives more interest into the image and something to people to be like, oh wow, that is a really nice sunset, the sun looks really good in that photo, rather than just going, oh look, there's the sea. And another way you can improve that further is add in things like foreground elements by improving your composition, just move a little bit, either that or just add a lead in line which will lead up to your subject. So like my arm now will lead your eye straight to my face, which is unfortunate for you, but that's the way it's working. So doing things like that to be able to draw your viewer's eye to a point in the image will literally improve your photos by 10. Number 2. The next way that you can improve your photos, make them less sucky, is making sure that you've got the right settings for what it is that you're taking photos of. So say for example you're doing a portrait shoot, you want to get creative, get some nice separation between your subject and the background. You don't want to be shooting that at an aperture of say f8, f9, because that's not going to give much separation. It's going to keep a lot more stuff in focus and not give you that depth that you want. Whereas if you were to shoot it between say f1.4 and f2.8, that's going to give you that nice blurry background and really separate your subject from the background of the image, which is what you want to get a more creative, nice looking photo. Same thing goes for sports. You wouldn't shoot Formula 1 with a shutter speed of 1/50th of a second. You would want to be shooting that at 1/2000th of a second, because you need to freeze time, and if you're shooting at a low shutter speed, you're going to take the photo, you're going to have no race car in your photo, are you? So you want to have that right setting for whatever environment and thing you're taking a photo of. And if you don't understand camera settings, there is a million videos on YouTube going through everything in depth to help you gain some knowledge on that subject. So number 4 is quite a sore subject when it comes to photography, and that's editing. Obviously you've got these people that are like, you shouldn't edit photos, and you've got people that will literally just take everything out of a photo and completely replace it with something else. And both are fine, don't get me wrong, both are fine, but we're all guilty of it when we first start photography, aren't we? Get our photos, we've been out shooting all day, put them into Lightroom, we're going through, we'll be like, look at that clarity slider, he looks a bit nice, doesn't he? 100%, you're like, I am a genius. You're super happy with it, super proud of yourself. Go around showing everyone, going, oh, look at this photo. And they'll go, what on earth have you done to that poor image? And you go, clarity, mate, clarity. And they go, no, you've completely ruined it. You need to go and sell your camera. So one thing to do is learn how to edit. And again, same as the last point, there's a million videos on YouTube that teach you the basics of editing. People will teach you how they edit to get their specific look. And another thing you can do is buy people's presets, because they'll help to give you a base on finding your look, a look that you enjoy, one that suits the work that you shoot, link in bio. And you can then build an editing style from there, which will help teach you not to over edit, but also not to under edit. And it will just give you a rough idea of what settings look good for certain situations. So learning to edit is one key thing that you need to know if you're going to be editing photos to make your photos look less bad. So the 5th and final reason why your photos might suck is that you're copying people too closely. So you might have found someone on Instagram, say, that's doing it completely different, taking different photos to everyone else, editing a bit differently, shooting a completely different style of thing. It's working for them. They're growing, the results that they get are insane, and you're like, right, what they do interests me. I'm going to do the exact same thing as them because it works and their results are sick. And at the end of the day, everyone sees everything differently. The way I see something is going to be completely different to the way you see something. So if you copy one of my photos and try and get it like for like, you won't get the exact same results as me because I do things different to how you will. And then you'll feel disheartened because you'll be like, well, why did I not get the exact same result as Ted? And that's because everyone sees everything differently. And you might not have the same props as me, you might not have the same desk as me, you might not have the same, well, you haven't got the same hands as me, have you? So you won't get the exact same result as me. So rather than seeing someone's photo and copying it like for like, get that photo, draw inspiration out of that photo to feed your own unique creativity and create something that is literally yours. And then you will see better results coming out of your photos because you won't be getting disheartened by the fact that you can't get the same photo as someone else. So that's it. 5 reasons why your photos suck. They probably don't suck. You're probably just not thinking about the photos you're taking. You're probably just snapping photos, or like I said, trying to copy someone, or doing the exact same thing as everyone else and being boring. So don't get too offended by it. It's the truth. Everyone thinks it. No one says it. So take it on board if you want and try and feed off it and create something that you're going to be proud of. And one thing to remember as well is everyone is their own biggest critique when it comes to photography. I am with my work. I'm like, well, I'll see a photo, I'll take a photo, I'll edit it, it'll look alright. I'm like, that's not quite how I wanted it, I don't like it. Send it to my mates and they'll go, that's one of the best photos you've ever taken. And I'm like, really? So don't be too hard on yourself. What you're creating is good, just think more creatively, think about different things in the images that you can do to make them more interesting and better. So if you did enjoy this video, you didn't get too offended, and you got something out of it, hit the like button and leave me a comment with reasons why you might think photos suck, or why no one's photos suck, or anything else that you can add to what I've said that I might have missed off. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.